Hello folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's actually approaching towards afternoon, midday almost. So time check is 11:30, you can say, a.m. Woke up pretty late last night, kind of not feeling good. That cold thing, that flu around the country right now is really, really bad. So I took heavy medication, fell asleep, and woke up to a very pleasant surprise. One of my favorite persons sent me a song. She sang and sang me the song, and then I woke up. It was like a good morning day, definitely. So I'm in a good mood, and more so than that, I'm going to review one of my most favorite fragrances in recent times, and I wanted this fragrance for, let's say, 1 year now. First time I saw this, I was like totally stunned, not just mesmerized. Sometimes you see a presentation and you go like, oh my god, I need that in my life, okay, because it's just unreal. Okay, so the fragrance we're going to be talking about, I bought a lot of Lattafas recent times. So, and the Lattafa is called Sehr. Okay, so I don't know if they have many versions of it, but this is the dark black version. It's a huge box, you can see. My head is quite big with the beard and everything, so it's as big as my head or bigger. Okay, so this perfume, I saw this first time on YouTube and I didn't care how this smelled. Okay, even if they put like some horrible fragrance inside that is unwearable, I would still buy it. Okay, so the prices at first were crazy, on this. Like I saw first time in Bangladesh, maybe one or two sellers brought. They were asking for 80 something dollars, like because of the presentation and it's like heaviness. So they said because of the luggage, they import, right? So bringing back here, it is flying here, they have to pay a lot of duty and all that. So now finally we got this under $45, great pricing. And I bought this from, I think, Send Zone in Bangladesh, my most trusted shop, and one of my friendliest brothers, who own the business. I buy a lot from them, especially Middle Eastern perfume. So let's go. So this one, the first part is this, the box. Okay, it's massive. Basically it's massive. You can see nothing. I'm not going to describe the box, you can see for yourself. And I think it opens up like this, two-part presentation. I mean, like, not two-part. Yeah, it is two-part presentation, but I rather actually would love if they kept it like this. It's more classy like that. If they just put like two screws, anyway, it's okay. And that's where the bottle stays. So they do put like sort of like a photo of the bottle, but it's kind of like a silhouette. Okay, so the main thing is this. This is why I got this fragrance. Okay. If you haven't already seen it, just even if my whole camera wouldn't cover it, I have to hold it like, vertically, okay, or horizontally, or whatever, is correct. I think this is the most stunning bottle. If I again make top 10 like of my favorite perfume bottles, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be in there. Okay, heavy glass base, this much glass base, heavy. This cap itself is all metal, and this thing, this crystal ball, whatever, this red thing, ruby thing, this actually looks like the eye of a dragon or something. It looks like a dragon. I don't know what it is supposed to be, but it's sort of like, I think it's a dragon, from Chinese culture, or maybe something from, I don't know, like TV series or something like that. Okay, so this is unbelievable. Okay, and they got the tag. Juice color is potent, dark. I mean, it's just like soothing to the eye. Okay, like that. Okay, so the thing is, if I take off the cap is as heavy as the bottle. This is all metal. Okay, it looks like almost could be a bangle. I don't know what you call that women wear in their hand, wrist, and you can hear it. So first time, when I clicked it, it made a sound. See if you can pick it up. It's like robot sound. It's like click, like bam, I love those click sounds. Okay, and then you hold it and open it like that. So yeah, and then atomizer, it works great. This fragrance, I have a lot of positive to say. Okay, really great atomizer. Let's just go one more on the hand. This is a very strong fragrance, and my cold sort of gets triggered by this. Oh my god, that sound is so awesome. Sorry, I do spend a lot of time sometimes behind presentations, because when they put an effort, I admire it. Let the settle down. Let me tell you the notes quite quickly. This was a 2024 release for unisex purpose, and as per Fragrantica, bitter almond, cinnamon, akigala oud, right? Yeah, akigala oud, pomerose, I don't know what that is, maybe something, I don't know, jasmine, vanilla absolute, tonka beans, and amber. So this fragrance, people compared this to something like Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford, and I didn't actually care for that, because I'm not a very big fan of vanilla. I do like warm, spicy. Sometimes if it has hints of vanilla mixes with tobacco and stuff, okay, then I like it. So this fragrance, I'll compare this with another fragrance from House of Initio Parfums, like two fragrances, Initio Parfums. If you know these white bottles, I actually save them because I forget the names. One is called Paragon, man. One is called Paragon, other one is called Rehab, okay, Inicio. Both look like similar, okay. So these two perfumes, if you like, kind of like vanillic, spicy. One of them has tobacco. This one doesn't have tobacco perhaps, but this is very warm spicy. So I cannot compare this with Vanilla Sex of Tom Ford because Tom Ford one I haven't tried. I reviewed a lot of Tom Fords, but that one is kind of a rare fragrance in Bangladesh. So thing is, how does it open? Okay, as usual, I go first thing is performance. This stuff from Lattafa, you guys know Lattafa make insane performers. This is no different. Performance is 10. That's it. No need to elaborate on that. This stuff is potent on the shirt, even in high heat in Bangladesh. This is the worst time in Bangladesh for weathers. You know, it's like mid-year, and just before the fall starts, like 2 months away, we're starting like fall, okay? And then in November, we'll start seeing some cool breeze, right? So before that, the Bangladesh condition stays very, very, very hot. And when I say very hot, you guys, if you live abroad, you think like, oh, nice suntan, you know, I can get a sunbathing. No, you'll die because of the humidity. I am a very, very, like I walk a lot, you know. Normally, if the weather is nice, I can walk up to 25,000 steps per day. But nowadays, I'm struggling to do 7,000, which is like the least. And I literally like crash, you know, after finishing the steps because it's so humid. Humidity with heat is a deadly combination. This kind of weather, why I'm telling you the weather, if this one withstands that weather for 8-10 hours on the shirt, you can smell it the next day, it's a performer. And with Lattafa, it's already been 1 year with this perfume. Maybe next year it will be like unbelievable. It'll be like even more beast mode. So performance, top notch. Weathers to wear it, not now. You know, I think it would be great when it rained during the, even if it's summer, but it has to cool down the weather, like somewhere in 20s. If it's more than 20s in the 30s, I would not pick this up. This is definitely unisex, but to my nose, it's very strong. Ladies would love this. Like some ladies love authority. They would love this, and mostly masculine. Then I would say fall and winter. Perfect, man. This is the fragrance. Like if you like fragrance like PDMs, you know, Altair. Is it Altair? Yeah, Altair. If you like the Kalan, you know, if you like those, this is going to be perfect, you know, right up your alley. So now, what does it smell like? This fragrance, when I spray it, first thing I get is a warm, spicy, ambery feel. I would not say I get the very prominent almond like you get from some of the fragrances like, what's the fragrance? Some fragrances do have that, like low medials, you know, they have that. And then I cannot remember this one fragrance I had, which is from Armaf, which is one of the Parfum de Marly's, the silver bottles dupe. Armaf, I cannot remember a lot of names nowadays, right? So those are more pronounced almonds. This one for me is a warm spicy amber. This is the opening, which I really love. It reminds me almost the same family as Grand Soir, warm spicy amber. So this fragrance, does it mention amber? No, it does not mention. It mentions woody, tonka beans, vanilla absolute. Oh, it does mention amber. Am I blind? Yeah, I am sort of blind nowadays. So definitely, I pick up that amber from the beginning. It's a very nice, gorgeous, regal opening. But if you are not a fan of strong, spicy fragrances, this will not be for you. This is not a beginner scent. This is not like I would recommend guys go and blind buy this just for the bottle. If you want to get it for the bottle, you can get it. But the fragrance, I'm not quite sure. You know, there's a brand called Gisa or Gisa, right? They have the similar looking bottles, yeah. But this cap, oh my God, take a look at it again. I mean, I cannot stop staring at it. But you have to keep it very carefully. Keep it at the back of the shelf or something. Do not keep it in the front. If you just knock it, it will fall and break, okay? So there you go. So the thing is, this definitely is not for everybody. This is not a blind buy worthy. It's not a fragrance. You go and say, oh, Joy, I reviewed this and just I'm going to go buy this and I'm going to get compliments. You might get, but it happened with me because I'm having some cold issue. When I put this on, sometimes when it's like triggering my cold, I constantly start coughing because of the cinnamony, the spicy ambery thing happening, and it goes on for a while, you know. So opening is very, very strong and spicy. If you don't like spicy, don't look this way. This perfume, I think, is in very niche style. As I was mentioning, Vanilla Sex, I do not know how that smells. Maybe there is also a warm vanilla. See, demonstration. My hand, moment, you know, it's like, look at the oil, okay? So this perfume, when I mentioned Paragon gave me that spicy, warm vanilla. And there's another called Vintage Radio, which was more sweet on the I think plum. This one doesn't have those. I mean, maybe a warm spicy apple somewhere at the background, but this is true like a warrior. You know, like back in the days, you used to watch films like war films, you know, the horses of Arabia, you know, or those old days, you know, people used to battle, you know, in India, the like, you know, Tipu Sultan, you know, Aurangzeb. So back in the time, it reminds me of those things, okay? And then once the fragrance settles down a little bit, the spices get a little bit less warm and more inviting. At that point, you start enjoying the fragrance. So you really, really have to, man, this moment I started growing the beard and everything, it just bothers me. That's why I keep fidgeting, you know, I'm so sorry, you know, like it, maybe I should get rid of the beard, but then when I get rid of the beard, my face becomes small, weird. Anyway, so this fragrance, it's the best part is the mid all the way to the dry down. It's so beautiful. I get kind of like a floral, which they mentioned. Is it jasmine? Yeah, jasmine. So the jasmine stays with that warm amber and mild spice. The spice become at the second, third stage. The spice become secondary or, you know, the background note, which stays, but it stays warm than more nose burning spice. Okay. So this is a very, very, very sexy fragrance, mysterious nighttime. If you are going to be wearing layer of clothing and you want something to withstand the snow or the cold weathers, this is a fragrance, okay? Highly recommended by me if you understand the description. Downside of this, not very versatile. You cannot wear this absolutely everywhere. Let's say you're going to fish market, okay? Wet market, you know, you're going wear this and you're gonna mix with all the wet smell from the floor, the fish, you know, fish scale, you know, the typical sea smell. No, if you're going to, let's say, go work, you can put it on, but do not put too much. It's too sexy. Third thing I would say, do not put these things like in gym or on a very hot day. You know, you're gonna be in cubicles and everybody's like sweating and struggling, drinking water, and then you rocking this, and you say, "Hey, smell my fragrance," you know, like come here, come close, let me give you a hug, bro, let me give you a hug, and you're all sweaty and, you know, all hairy. Thank God I'm not that hairy. Sorry, it's disturbing. Yeah, some people are very hairy. Some of my friends, Middle Eastern friends especially, they're like, you know, Russell Peters shows like, you know, the hair just pops. They're like, "Hey, how are you doing?" You know. So if you're super hairy, and then for me it's a disturbing image, like big hairy dudes, you know, sweating, and then they smell like musk, you know, and then this have heavy perfume on them. Oh, it's like being near a bear, you know. So yeah, these kind of situations where this is good. What is it good for? It's good for dating. It's good for something like a sexy time where you wear La Nuit de l'Homme, where you wear some warm spice like Spice Bombs, you know, Leighton. This right up there, you know, like, yeah. So I love this fragrance. I freaking love this fragrance. Okay, I just absolutely love it. I didn't know what to expect, but I just love the presentation, everything about this perfume. And I would suggest you get this just for the collection. I got few more. I got the Castle, the Mughal Fort, and then I think Ajwa, those things. And I have maybe one more on my mind. If I get this just for the presentation itself is 10, okay? But the overall fragrance, keeping the emotion on the realistic level, I'll give this fragrance a straight up 9 out of 10. Beautiful, gorgeous fragrance, just not 10 because it's not wearable all year round, in my humble opinion, okay? So do let me know what you think of this, and do let me know if you tried it, do you own it? What do you think, if it's good or pass, okay? Thanks so much for watching. Let's do a list, then we'll upload these together. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.